Good evening, everybody. I want to sincerely appreciate all of you for being part of this program. I want to say welcome to all of you, and a very big one to you. For those that are coming in, welcome. For those that we are still having issues with network, the Lord is our strength. God will help us with the situation. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome, Mr. Gabriel. I can see you. Welcome. I appreciate all of you for coming. Thank you so much. Probably you'll be wondering, what do we have for today? I told you that, I told you all that today's class is going to be an awesome one. Today's class will be a great one, and I've assured you on that. I just want you to have this in mind. If eventually we cannot finish today's class with the first link, I dropped a link which you joined. Eventually, I might send another link. Are you with me? I might eventually send what? Another link so that you can join up with the class. So you probably be wondering, what are we even doing for today? Let me share my screen with you. You'll be wondering, what are we doing for today? Today, we are looking at pips. We look at lots, leverage, brokers, platforms and charting softwares, types of traders, swing, day, position, scalp, and we now go into what? Technical analysis. Are you with me? Let's start with pips. What is a pip? A pip represents a tiny measure of the change in currency pair in the forex market, and it can be measured in terms of the underlying currency. Yes, I thank everybody can see my screen. It can be measured in terms of what? The quote, or in terms of the underlying currency. Determining your profit and losses is an essential part of trading. So let's dive into what a pip seems to look like. When I was making my research previously, I discovered that pip formula was generated from a very simple analysis. And what's the analysis? The analysis is 1 over 100 times 1 over 100. The analysis was 1 over 100 times 1 over 100. One times 1 is what? 1. 100 times 100 is what? 10,000. 100 times 100 is what? 10,000. Okay, network is really disturbing some of us. Welcome for those that are just joining us. Now, look at my screen, class. 1 divided by 10,000 is what? 0 point 0 point 0 0 0 1. That's it. 1 divided by 10,000 is what? 0 0.0001. Now, let's say I now have an extra value at its end, and it is 6. So, what's a p? Look at it. A p is the fourth value from the decimals. Are you with me, class? A p is the fourth value from the what? From the decimals, meaning that 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one you see as 1 is regarded as what? 1p. This one you see as 1 is regarded as what? 1p. Why this you see as 6 is regarded as what? 6 pipettes. Why this you see as 6 is regarded as what? 6 pipettes. You'll probably be wondering, who exactly deals with the pipettes? The people that deal with the pipettes, they are called the brokers. The brokers are the ones that deal with the pipettes. What you are concerned about here is what? The people. What you are concerned here is what? The people. Let me quickly say something. Something came to my mind now. Okay, let me say something. Let me just give a simple mathematics of that school. What if I have an exchange rate? Thank God yesterday we made very great analysis of what exchange rate is. Let's say we have an exchange rate, and the exchange rate is 1.26512. You have 1.26512. Now, let's say I tell you that class, add 10 pips to this, or add 4 pips to this. The fourth value from the decimals is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this fourth value is what? 1 pip. If I add 5 pips to this, it means 5 will come here. If I add 5 to that, that'll be what? 1.26562. Are you with me? I remember I said I am adding 5 pips to this. If I add 5 pips to this exchange rate, where do you think I'll drop it? I'll drop it at what? The fourth value from the decimals. So if I now drop 5 on 1, that will be 6. And which gives me what? 1.26512. That example was simple enough. Let me do something deeper. What if I have another exchange rate and it's 1.26? I'm using 26 too much. 1.23451. And I say, Mr. Cosmos, add 10 pips to this. Mr. Cosmos will come here. You know, in mathematics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Finally, your 10 will come around there. So, if I add 10 pips to this, 1 comes down. 5 plus 0 is what? 5. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. Then 3 comes down. 2 is here. 0.1. Are you saying this? So I just successfully added 10 pips to that. I have a classwork for everybody. And please, when you get your answer, use your message box. Just drop your message in the box. I will see it here. Now, I have an exchange rate. And the exchange rate is what? 1.87. The exchange rate is what? 1.87. 115. Class, add 30 pips to this. Class, add 30 pips to this. I repeat, add 30 pips to this. Are you with me? I'm waiting for all of you. The exchange rate is 1.87115. You have just 3 minutes to do all of this. Add 30 pips to this. Add 30 pips to what you have on the screen.
We have 1.87.
Mr. Cosmos, go ahead. I'm listening. Mr. Cosmos, please go ahead. I'm listening. Mr. Cosmos, please go ahead. Okay, somebody has dropped a message. He said it is 1.18. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, Mr. Gabriel, where did you put your 30 pips? Mr. Cosmos, you are doing well. You are doing well. You are doing well, sir. Well done, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Gabriel, your mathematics was not so correct, but let me help you out. If you add 30 to this, your 30 should come under this. 5 comes down. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 7 comes down. 8 comes here. Point what? 1. Are you with me? So that makes the mathematics right. Are you with me? That makes what? The mathematics right. So you successfully added 30 pips to that. You successfully added what? 30 pips to that. So, class, let's proceed. For yen pairs, example of yen pairs are what? CHF, JPY. Euro, JPY. NZD, JPY. NZD, JPY. All these currency pairs that have JPY that are the quote currencies, they are what? They are what? Yen pairs. Yen pairs are when you have 1/10 times 1/10. You'll probably be wondering, the one I did previously, what is it for? That one is for Euro GPP, NZD USD, GPP USD. All those currency pairs that are not yen pairs, they are of that level. So for yen pairs are it's simply when you have 1/10 times 1/10. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 10 times 10 is what? 100. 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. So long and short of it is, how do you identify a yen pair exchange rate? A yen pair exchange rate is usually of this nature. How? 115.432. Vice versa, the way I did previously. If I come here, this 3 is what? 3 pips. Remember I said this is now the second value from the decimal. That's for yen pair. Why this one is your what? 9 pipettes. So if I have 9 pipettes, then it means that, let's say I want to add 10 pips to this exchange rate. Ten pips to this or 2 pips to this exchange rate will be 2. If I put 2 here, that will be 115.459. Now, class, I want you to add 10 to this yen pair you see on the screen. I'm giving yours 2 minutes. I want you to have 10 to this exchange rate you have on the screen. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I want you to add 10 to this exchange rate you have on the screen. I want you to add 10 to that exchange rate you have on the screen. Oh, that's beautiful. It shows that you people understand what I'm doing here. That's beautiful. Well done, Mr. Gabriel. You are blessed. Well done, Mr. Gabriel. If you add 10 to it, it is 115.539. Why? Because your 10 comes here, Class, it's very obvious. I'll drop on that link today. Mr. Luatosin, can you please stop this thing you are doing? You are spoiling my screen, please. You are 10 here. 539. Are you with me? It means that I successfully added what? 10 to that exchange rate. It means that what? I successfully added what? 10 to that what? Exchange rate. So let's continue, guys. That was that for exchange rate. Now to define take profit and stop loss. If you have a pen or if you want to listen to the recorded version, no problem. Take profit is a point whereby the market reaches and the market closes automatically in profit. Take profit is a point whereby the market reaches and the market closes automatically in profit. In fact, some white people, they see take profit as target profit. Some white people, I repeat, they see take profit as what? Target profit. It's either you call it take profit or you call it what? Target profit. It's either you call it take profit or what? You call it what? Target profit. Stop loss, which is SL. Stop loss is a point whereby the market reaches and the market closes automatically in loss. Stop loss is a point whereby the market reaches and the market closes automatically in loss. Hello, I always tell people something. Stop loss is not if you struck a stop loss, it is not bad. It saves you from burning your account. It only saves you from burning your account. Let me do some. I will show you some deeper things today, class. Let's say this is my entry point. And this is my take profit. Like I said, if my trade should hit there, that means I'm in profit. Then let's say this is my stop loss, SL. Now, if my trade starts running above my entry point, I'm in profit. Let's say it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. It goes here and hits my take profit. This market should stop running automatically, meaning that Mr. Oluwatosin has struck profits, so the man can dance home. I think. But if God forbid, this trade as the trade was going up, it now started going down, goes down, goes down, goes down, hits your stop loss. That means you have been struck out of what? The market in loss. Like I said, it is not something bad. It is just a way of preventing you from having a burnt account. Strive more. Make research on better strategies that will give you what? Better winning. Let's continue. Lot size. Lot size represents the size of your trade in forex. Lot size represents the size of your trade in forex. In another interpretation, lot size is the number of currency units you trade in forex. Are you think? Lot size is the number of currency units you will trade in forex. Now, there are four main types of lots. We have standard lot. We have standard lot. Please just give me a minute, class. I'll be back. Okay, thank you, class. I'm back. Thank you. I said lot size represents the size of your trade in the forex market. Are you with me? And like I was saying, if you have, there are actually four types of lots: standard lots, mini lots, micro lots. But I personally shrink it to what? To three. Why? Because the lot sizes, the fourth one is not of relevance, it's negligible. So that's why I shrink it to what? I shrink it to what? Three. So let's start. Let's go to my screen. Now, let's say the formula for lots. I always have a formula I use for lot size. And the formula is what? X over what? 10,000. Where X is the unknown. You know in mathematics, if there's one thing that used to discourage people in mathematics, I used to remember when people would say that we are always solving X in mathematics. Is the X helping us today in the bank? But somehow it has expanded our brain. Where X is the unknown. Now, class, if you know that X is the unknown, let's say Mr. Gabriel calls me one day, Mr. Gospel, oh boy, I don't hammer out. I have $100. What be my lot size? I can tell him the lot size and the type of lot size. I'll say, Mr. Gabriel, 100 divided by 10,000. Zeros cancel zeros. 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. And with this, I can say this is what? A mini lot size. I can say what? This is what? A micro lot size. I can say this is a micro lot size. Now, what if Mr. Oluwa Tosin tells me that he has $1,000? What would that give me? That's 1,000 divided by 10,000. Zeros cancel zeros. 1 divided by 10 is what? 0.1. So this is what? A mini lot size. This is what? A mini lot size. What if Mr. Who is in the house again? Mr. Fusho tells me that he has $10,000. Mr. Godspower, what should be my lot size? $10,000 divided by 10,000 is what? 1. So that's what? A standard lot size. That's what? A standard lot size. So, class, a micro lot size, a mini lot size, and a standard lot size, they are not the same. What somebody with $10,000 will profit in 10 pips, are you with me? Is different from what somebody with $100 will profit. Are you with me? What somebody with $10,000 will profit in 10 pips is different from what somebody with $100 will profit. Are you with me? So that's a very, very good example of what lot sizes. That's what a very good example of what lot sizes. Okay, let me go to my next slide. My next slide is leverage. Leverage results from using borrowed capital as a funding source when invested to expand the firm's asset base and generate returns on risk capital. I think so. That's leverage. So leverage is more or less like I have, let's say leverage is more or less like I have $200. So now, since I have $200, I want to see how far that amount will be in the forex market. Are you with me? I want to see how far that amount will be in the market. So what will happen is I'll now come here. Let's go to my screen. Let me delete this. So leverage here will be, let's say Mr. Who is in the house again? Mr. Funshaw has $100. He now comes to me, Mr. Gospower, I have $100. What is the right leverage to use? I have many students that when they want to open a life account, they always seek for my advice that what's the right leverage to use. I always tell people something. When you are depositing $100, $200, $300, $400, the best leverage to use is 500 to 1. The best leverage to use is 500 to 1. Are you with me? Because sometimes leverage has its effect on what you are profiting on in the forex market. I repeat, leverage has its effect on what you are profiting on in the what? In the forex market. So let's proceed. So in this kind of condition, what will I do? I'll now say, since I have $100, I'll now use a leverage of what? 500 to 1. So if I have leverage of 500 to 1, then it means that to Mr. Funshaw is trading with $100, but in the forex market, his $100 is 100 times 500, which is what? $50. $50,000, sorry. So if he has $50,000, do you think that the brokers will help him with this kind of thing in the forex market for free? No. That is where their commission comes in. The brokers will surely have their commission if you apply to their leverage. Are you with me? The brokers will surely have their commission if you see. Leverage is just like I have the small money to put into the forex market, but I want to boost it. Normally, your $100 is peanuts in the forex market, but with leverage, your $100 will boost to what? To $50,000. Somebody who is using a standard lot does not need to concentrate on whether leverage is 100 to 1 or 500 to 1. Somebody with a, excuse me, somebody with a standard lot can even use a leverage of what? 1 to 1. Are you with me? So that's that. The next thing I'll talk about is brokers. Brokers are firms that provide traders with access to a platform that allows them to buy and sell foreign currencies. Transaction, hello class, I want to quickly make an announcement. If this class terminates, I will send another link in case I don't finish with the slide. If this class terminates, I'll send another link. You give me like 10 minutes to do all of this. Just be patient with me. But if I finish the class here, no problem. So brokers provide traders with a platform that allows them to buy and sell. Class, as I'm talking to you, there are 1,001 brokers outside. But the question is, who can recognize the real one and who can recognize the fake one? Are you with me? And the level of their how far they spent also determines, and if you are regulated, how far with these brokers. Do you get that? So now look at this. If you have, there are several types of brokers. Forex Time, Apari, Octa FX, you have Opt Forex, you have XN Forex, XNES, Avatrade. So these are several types of brokers we, we know. In fact, I know more. There is InstaFX, there's Top FX, there's FXTM, there's Avatrade. Oh, Avatrade is there. There's Antec. I love that Antec. These are several types of brokers we know. But the broker I use, which I know that since when I've been using this broking firm, I've never regretted for once, is what they call Hot Forex. Class, since when I've been using Hot Forex, I've never regretted it for once using Hot Forex. Why? Because Hot Forex rather, they have been so efficient. Hot Forex, they've been so efficient. Another one I can pinpoint tonight, in case if you're interested in all of these broken firms, is what they call Octa FX. In fact, Octa FX, even this man they call Mr. Macaroni, speaks very well as regards Octa FX. He makes its advert as regards Octa FX. Another good one I know very well is what they call Top FX. Top FX is so unique really. Top FX is so unique. Please, another one I know again is Antec. Antec is also very okay. Antec is what? Also very okay. Antec is a very good broking firm. Class, it's very obvious that I cannot finish this class with the remaining time. Please, for those that just came in, Mr. Faisal Danladi, Mr. Oluwatosin, Mr. Gabriel, Mr. Funshaw, please join me back in this class as at 8:59, 9 p.m. Please. The class has not ended. Join me 8:59 and 9 p.m. I will send another link on the WhatsApp platform. Please, once I send the link, I want to beg everybody for something. Check your time. 8:59, 9 o'clock. Once I drop that link, everybody should connect immediately because I have an advanced class to attend to. And please join me immediately. Let's finish up with the class. Thank you very much, class. See you in the next class.